So here's a question. Which is worse? Not being able to tell people, anyone, about something that you think is crucial, vital information, or being able to tell whomever you want, but knowing that they probably won't believe you? Welcome to the show. That's Matt behind the camera. Agent Scully's somewhere in a meeting. My name is Ben. Most importantly, you're here, and that makes this stuff they don't want you to know. This week, Matt and I are looking at something that I guess you could call a secret war. And while we were looking at this, we started looking at some of the whistleblowers in U.S. history and in foreign history who made these kind of secrets public and what happened to them afterwards. And we don't mean Edward Snowden or Julian Assange. Here are three whistleblowers you might not have heard of. So first on our list, William Binney. You may not have heard of him, but he was a 36-year veteran intelligence officer at the NSA. He was the chief technical officer, at least that was until 2001, where he and some colleagues went to other government agencies and said, hey, the NSA is appropriating some of the software we built and they are spying on everyone. Everybody. And when Binney resigned, he said that he could not stay after he learned the NSA was purposely violating the Constitution. This leads to an episode that we had recorded earlier called Stellar Wind. But although that seems kind of common knowledge now that the NSA is spying on pretty much everybody, for a long time it wasn't really believable, or people didn't treat it like it was believable until, that is, Edward Snowden, Glenn Greenwald, and other journalists and whistleblowers came out to vindicate this guy. It turned out he had been right all along. Number two, Mordechai Vanunu. This Moroccan-born Israeli citizen, former nuclear technician and current pacifist, was accused of treason and espionage in 1986 when he violated his non-disclosure agreement and revealed Israel's secret nuclear weapon program to the world. Israel's alleged secret nuclear weapon program to the world. He was sentenced to 18 years in jail. He served every day. 11 of those years were in solitary confinement. He was released in 2004. Well, sort of released. He's kind of on a house arrest, but a countrywide version of a house arrest, because he has a list of stipulations, things that an ordinary citizen or a visitor to the country could do that he will never be able to do. Things like leave the country, go to an internet chat forum, talk, of course, about the nuclear weapon program, visit or have contact with any foreign nationals, own a cell phone, visit an embassy, visit a consulate, go to a port of entry for Israel, or go to an international border crossing. Those are just some of the things. Since 2004, he's been rearrested several times, and despite repeated requests, he has not been allowed to find asylum, or at least not granted asylum by other countries, nor has he been allowed to leave the country, ever. Number three, Sibel Edmonds. This former FBI translator turned whistleblower was apparently pretty good at her job. She was fluent in 4 languages, making her a polyglot, and she wasn't averse to digging deeper into evidence. She discovered and reported what she claims were state secrets being covered up, intelligence investigations being blocked, corruption, involvement with illegal activity. And when she reported this stuff, ultimately, in March of 2002, she was fired. And in legal proceedings, well, we can't really say what they talked about because some of the documents involving her case were retroactively classified, which turns out is a thing you can do in some governments. Just say, whoops, now it's a secret. So what was Sibel Edmonds talking about specifically? It turns out there was a lot of stuff. One of the big thing she alleged was that there were cover-ups of the mishandling of documents or intelligence that maybe could have prevented the 9/11 attacks in the United States. This is similar to what William Binney said in some of his earlier reports, but it goes deeper than that. It goes to allegations of intelligence agencies in the US military working with groups that are considered terrorist groups in most of the world, like the leadership of Al-Qaeda, to the point of government or intelligence officials meeting with the leadership of Al-Qaeda in an embassy in Azerbaijan. Now, these things have not been officially confirmed and remain allegations to this day, but there's a little bit more to this story, and in this thing she called Operation Gladio B. And here it is. An internal investigation by the FBI found that her allegations had some basis in fact. But of course, they were not able to confirm these allegations in full during their investigation, and they also never issued any statement about her being improperly terminated. Wait, you might be saying, hold on guys, you kind of buried the lead. I mean, Operation Gladio B, the military working with terrorist groups, and what's Operation Gladio, just regular Gladio? Excellent question. And the answer ties into NATO, it ties into secret armies, it ties into programs that didn't ever officially exist. So stay tuned to learn more about Operation Gladio in our upcoming video at the end of the week. If you like an audio podcast version, you can also check out our website, stufftheydon'twantyoutoknow.com. And if you have an idea for a topic we should cover in the future, we want to hear from you. You can find us here in the comments on this YouTube video. You can find us in Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. We're Conspiracy Stuff at both of those. And you can always send us an email directly. I guess as long as the email's working, we are conspiracy@howstuffworks.com.